Katie Show. This is where we talk about careers, promotions, and how to stop waiting around for someone to notice your brilliance. I'm Dr. Katie, your host, your career strategist, mentor, and friendly voice, reminding you that your job is a business transaction. So let's start treating it like one. Now, before we dive in, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the 1,000-pound pink slip sitting on the table. Layoffs, they're everywhere right now. And if you're feeling nervous about your job, or if you've already gotten the talk from HR, first of all, deep breaths, okay? You're not alone, and you are not your job title. But also, let's get real. What's happening and what you need to do next. All right, let's break down what's happening in 2025. Companies are cutting jobs like they're trimming their Netflix subscriptions. Here's just a taste of the corporate carnage. Meta. We love AI now, so bye, 5% of our humans. Microsoft. We're optimizing, which means you are out. Siemens, automation is the future. Unfortunately, so is your unemployment. Okay, Nike, just do it somewhere else. Federal government, 41,311% increase in layoffs. No big deal. Okay. And let's not forget the warrant tracker count. Over 827 companies have announced mass layoffs this year. So if you're feeling uneasy at work, it's not paranoia. Okay. We're all feeling this across the board. The reality is companies are always going to prioritize their bottom line. And when push comes to shove, you are a line item in a spreadsheet. It's sad to say it, but it's so true. If cutting your role helps them survive, they will cut it. It's not personal, it's business. It just sucks to see. Like I was just talking to someone the other day and they have a friend who worked at Kohler and they just got laid off. They've been there for 18 years and it's just like, yeah, they just lost their job. That's it. It's like, that's devastating. Like you dedicated 18 years of your life and it's just like, bye, Felicia. Okay, the real question is, are you treating your career like a business? Because if not, we need to fix that immediately. I'm going to help you do that, right? Let's flip the script for a second. Imagine you were the CEO of you. Okay, how would you run your career differently? Would you invest in training that makes you more valuable? Yeah. Would you network more so that the right people know your name? Yes. Would you make sure your contributions get seen by the decision makers? Yes. And would you negotiate harder for raises and promotions? Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, you absolutely would. And if you're not doing these things, well, it's time to start. I don't know, maybe you want to get laid off. Sometimes that can be a blessing for people. But when your company is making these tough decisions, do you know who they keep? They promote the people who are visible, the ones who have positioned themselves as high value assets. You heard that. Okay. There's a reason why it's called human resources. We are assets to this company, right? We help them achieve the objectives of the strategies that help them reach their goals. We're assets. We are fixtures that help them achieve that, right? You need to be undeniable. You need to be so valuable that when layoffs do come around, your boss says, we can't lose Rebecca. They're too important. Or better yet, you've already positioned yourself for a better opportunity somewhere else. So now that we've had our tough love moment, let's talk about solutions, okay? Because I don't do doom and gloom, I do strategy. I've been called a Pollyanna before. I am normally rainbows and sunshine, but there's too much shit hitting the fan right now. So here's what you need to do to get a game plan together so you can win. Right. Step one, your company probably offers training, mentorship programs, or even leadership courses. Start them immediately. All right. Guess what? Most employees don't take advantage of them. Why? Why? I don't understand that. Take advantage of all of the training. Your company is willing to pay you to level up. Take the damn training. It makes you more valuable. And when you're more valuable, you're harder to replace. Make a list, okay? Document everything. What are all the trainings that you have taken? Make sure you list them on your resume. Make sure you list them in your annual, quarterly performance reviews. Document, document, document. You can even throw them up on your LinkedIn page. Two, make sure your work is seen, okay? The projects that you're working on, nobody gets promoted by doing great work in the shadows, y'all. Your contributions should be louder than your coworker's lunch microwave explosion. Are you leading a project right now? Are you solving problems right now? Make sure that your boss and your leadership know it, okay? Not in a braggy way, but in a, oh, I made sure we hit that deadline with an innovative solution kind of way. Okay, so you can be creative about that. Number three, do you think your CEO just hopes people notice them, hopes people notice their company? No, they build relationships, they cultivate influence, and you need to do the same. You have to connect with decision makers, mentors, colleagues who can advocate for you. Your network is your safety net. Who are you connected with right now? If it's just your manager and your coworkers, that's not enough. Okay. Number four, stop waiting for permission to grow. This is a tough one. I think we're all trained to ask permission to do something when we're kids. I know I'm guilty of teaching my kids that. They go right to the fridge to get food. I usually say, hey, can you ask for permission first? Well, they don't usually do that, but they're strong-willed. But I think when I was little, I definitely learned that I had to ask for permission, but not anymore, okay? You cannot wait for permission to grow. Don't wait for your manager to come to you and say, hey, are you interested in this training, this leadership training? They're only going to ask you to do what's required for the job that you have. So if compliance training, maybe you have some on-the-job skills development that you need to do for a certain machine that you're working with or a certain process you have to follow. But if you feel like you are meant for more, right? You feel it. You feel, I'm just meant for more. I need to do more than this. It's because you are, okay? You have to listen to that inner guidance. Nobody is going to walk into your office and say, hey, would you like a bigger and better job? That is not how it works. I hate to say it, but you have to put yourself in the running. You have to ask for more and you have to be willing to bet on yourself. And look, if you need a framework for how to do this, this is literally what I do in the Promotion Accelerator. It's your cheat code to career success. This is where I take you from stuck and feeling overlooked to seen and heard and promoted. Oh, that's a nice idea. Here's how it works. Okay, step one, you're going to identify your blind spots and your strengths. You're going to take a personality test, you're going to do a self-assessment, and you're going to define in step one what is that next job that I want? It could be a lateral move, it could be a move into management, but you're going to define what that looks like. And you're going to figure out how to get, you're going to figure out what is currently stopping you from being noticed and by the decision makers. We're going to help you figure that out. And you're going to create that career ascension roadmap. In the second step of the Promotion Accelerator, you're going to build your Promotion Accelerator plan. And in this plan, it's going to help you navigate office politics like a pro. Whether you work in a virtual environment and you're working from home 100% of the time, or you're in a hybrid environment and you're working in the office a few days a week, or if you're in the office full days, 5 days a week, or maybe you work part-time. Whatever those unique circumstances are for you, I'm going to teach you how to navigate those politics that are unique to you in your industry and your job I'm going to help you navigate those like a pro. All right. You're going to learn to deliver that game-changing professional presentation that gets you seen, right? You're probably leading a project right now, or you're contributing to a project. I want to help you take your specific contributions and help get them seen and heard by decision makers so that you can land that job that you're looking to land. All right. I'm also going to help you gain confidence in order to show up like a leader. Before you even get the title. There is a difference, and I was teaching this in my graduate classrooms and even my undergraduate classrooms at the university. There is a big difference between management and leadership. Raise your hand if you know the difference. Ding, ding, ding. You over there. You're right. Management is handling all of the transactional elements, the HR administration. You're hiring, you're firing, you're doing the performance reviews, evaluations. Leaders can lead from any place, right? You have to learn to gain the confidence to be a leader, to stand out in the crowd, to establish your voice, to feel comfortable and confident to speak up in meetings and navigate those environments with clarity and with grace and with ease. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do. All right. In step 3, we're going to focus on establishing your strategic circle and getting you that promotion. So the first thing we're going to do in step 3 is help you build the right connections with the people who matter. Building on everything we've put into place, you're going to establish clearly identify who are those individuals who can help influence decision makers, who can help speak on your behalf. And if you're not in the room, they're going to represent you in a positive way. When you come up in conversation, when they talk about, well, so and so is leaving their job, I wonder if Rebecca is going to be the right fit for that. And that person's going to speak up and say, yeah, I really noticed she's stepping up her game and ready for more responsibility, or could be ready for that new role, a new learning opportunity. The next thing is you're going to get some mentorship and accountability. I am going to hold you accountable for everything that you aspire, right? You have your aspirations, but honestly, some of us just need a little bit of mentorship and somebody to hold us accountable. I know for me personally, I don't get things done unless I have a goal and a deadline. I also took on a coach for being an entrepreneur almost a year ago now, and it has been transformational for me. So you have to be able to show up somewhere and say, no, I am going to achieve my goals and I am going to be accountable for the aspirations that I have. All right. And then we're going to help you secure that meaningful promotion in a year or less, because business is business, you guys. And if you're not treating your career like a business, well, you are leaving money, influence, and impact on the table. If you see that you can make a bigger impact at your company, you just need a new position, you just need more authority, I'm going to help you do that. And you can do it by just taking my advice on these podcasts or reading my articles, because my goal is to, like I shared in my last video, I want to impact your life positively. And my number one, I actually dedicated my dissertation to helping Gen Zs and millennials achieve career happiness and have a better work experience. And I truly, truly mean that. I want to make this accessible to you because it's just, you deserve it. We spend so much time working that we deserve to enjoy it. We deserve to feel like our contributions matter and that we're not just wasting time. However, this is your career. These are your rules, right? And look, my friend, here's the truth. No company is coming to save you. There is no loyalty rewards program for staying in the same job too long, but you can create your own security by being proactive, being strategic, and intentional about your growth. So, what's your next move? What are you going to do today to make yourself more valuable, more seen, more indispensable, right? If you don't know, let's fix that. Join me. right? The promotion accelerator. Or at the very least, just start implementing what we talked about today because your career is your business and it's time that you start acting like it, right? Thank you for tuning in. And if you love this episode, share it with a friend. Please like, subscribe, and until next time, go get what's yours.